In this video, I give you my overall verdict and what I consider to be the main pros and cons of SymplBrush. Hey, it's John from electricteeth here. We assist you in selecting the right dental care products and understanding common dental health care topics. Right, I'm going to jump straight in and give you my overall verdict on SymplBrush, but do stay tuned because there's some important information you need to know about this product and understand why this is a little bit different to your regular electric or manual toothbrush. SymplBrush is the best mouthpiece style toothbrush available today. It's the best implementation of this product type that I have tested. I could feel the bristles making contact with my gums, something few brushes of this type have achieved. As automated toothbrushes go, it surpassed my expectations. People who struggle to use a regular toothbrush, particularly those with disabilities, could benefit from this now. But for the average person, it's not quite time to ditch your regular toothbrush. The cleaning results are not good enough. Too much plaque was left on my teeth, particularly along the gum line. It shows promise and I'm excited for what the future holds. But at this stage, it won't improve your oral health compared to a regular electric toothbrush with the correct technique. So before I run through the main pros and cons of SymplBrush, I want to give a little bit of background on what SymplBrush is and why it's not yet a replacement for your regular toothbrush. So SymplBrush is what many people would call a mouthpiece style toothbrush. It's also known as a whole mouth toothbrush, an automatic toothbrush, amongst other names. But basically the concept with these mouthpiece style toothbrushes is that they are designed to clean more tooth surfaces at the same time compared to a regular manual or electric toothbrush. As you will see, this is designed to cover not only the front and back surfaces of the teeth, but the biting surface as well, so you're cleaning three sides of the teeth at the same time. With SymplBrush, this is focusing on just one row or one arch of teeth at any one time, whereas there are some other products like SymplBrush that are designed to clean the teeth in both the upper and lower arch at the same time. The whole concept is really to brush more teeth at the same time to reduce the overall brushing time, but also to have the brush do a better job of cleaning your teeth because the bristles are angled perfectly at the gum line and it's taking away, or at least conceptually, it's designed to take away some of the techniques that are associated with regular toothbrushing that many people struggle to grasp. So I really like the idea of these types of toothbrushes and I'm optimistic for the future, but SymplBrush is not yet a replacement to your regular manual or electric toothbrush. The reason being it doesn't yet do a good enough job of cleaning your teeth and gums. Now I have to say the cleaning results have been surprising. The results were actually much better than I anticipated, but there is a learning curve involved in getting the best results from your cleaning with SymplBrush. I certainly found the results on day 2 were nothing like the results on day 14 of using SymplBrush. They were much better after 14 days of use, and that is because I'd mastered the technique. Now, technique is one of the biggest issues with toothbrushing in the first place. The vast majority of dentists actually spend a lot of their time dealing with the consequences of poor brushing and poor brushing technique by people around the world. And these mouthpiece style toothbrushes are supposed to help relieve with some of those issues. But there is actually a correct technique to using SymplBrush. You can't just pop it in the mouth and have done with it. And because of that, because it is technique sensitive, you're only going to get the best results when using the correct technique. And that applies with a regular manual or electric toothbrush as well. Now yes, SymplBrush can brush your teeth in less time, just 30 seconds compared to the standard 2 minutes. But if you have to master the technique with SymplBrush, you might as well master it with a regular manual or electric toothbrush. And I would argue it's slightly easier to perfect that technique with a regular manual or electric toothbrush than it is with SymplBrush at this time. Now add on to that the fact that a manual or electric toothbrush is a tried and tested tool and approved by many dentists and dental bodies around the world. These mouthpiece style toothbrushes have yet to have much in the way of clinical research done on them, and they are certainly at the time of recording not approved by any major dentists or leading dental bodies. SymplBrush themselves have invested in some independent research, and the results of that study are fairly positive. However, they are by no means conclusive. More research and testing needs to be done, but the future definitely looks promising, and SymplBrush is the best mouthpiece toothbrush that I have tried to date. Now, whilst I say SymplBrush isn't a replacement to regular toothbrushes, there is a place for it within society today, particularly for those people with disabilities who may struggle to brush their teeth currently with existing dental tools. Most notably, brushing with SymplBrush is definitely better than not brushing at all. Now, whilst those with disabilities would likely benefit from using SymplBrush most now, there is another group of users who could potentially benefit. Now, I'm talking about those people who really won't brush their teeth for 2 minutes twice a day with the correct technique. Statistics have shown that the average American brushes their teeth for somewhere between 45 to 70 seconds in total per day. And SymplBrush could potentially be a tool to help you improve your oral care routine. But I must stress it is by no means a solution. With every brushing session, you're going to be contacting more tooth surfaces than you would with a regular manual or electric toothbrush. Now, because regular manual and electric toothbrushes are clinically proven, are tried and tested, the goal should always be to moving towards using those tools over and above products like SymplBrush. So SymplBrush is a tool to help you achieve better standards of oral care, but your goal should always be to use the more tried and tested products. So now that you have a better understanding of what a mouthpiece toothbrush is, let me run through some of the main pros and cons of this product. So the first pro has to be the surprisingly good cleaning results from SymplBrush. As you'll see from the plaque disclosing tests on screen now, the results really are quite good from SymplBrush. Considering this is brushing your teeth for just 30 seconds, it does indeed remove the vast majority of plaque and debris from the teeth and gums. It certainly does require you to master the technique to get the best results, but I have to say it did surpass my expectations in how much plaque and debris it removed from the teeth and gums. The second positive has to be the flexible mouthpiece. Now, SymplBrush comes with two different sized mouthpieces. You have a 76 and 81mm set of bristles, and you can use the one most suited to you. But on top of that, you actually have a very flexible mouthpiece to it. So not only are you picking one with the right size, but there's actually a lot more flex in the mouthpiece in comparison to a lot of other mouthpiece style toothbrushes. Now, yes, there are some out there with silicone mouthpieces that flex even greater, but this is one of a select few that actually have nylon bristles built into the brush head and flex really well around the teeth and gums. So ultimately, SymplBrush is much more comfortable in the mouth than most other mouthpiece toothbrushes to date. So another positive has to be the built-in timer and pacer. Now, this does only brush for 30 seconds in total, so it's not a 2-minute timer and pacer that you might be used to in a regular electric toothbrush, but it still works in the same guise. In fact, it encourages you to brush each quadrant of your mouth for around 7.5 seconds, so 15 seconds per arch. You then move to the other arch and repeat that process, so you have a total brushing time of around 30 seconds. So another positive has to be the two cleaning modes built into SymplBrush. The default mode is called guided mode, and that's where the timer and pacer kick in. So that lasts for 30 seconds. You simply press the power button once to activate that mode, but you also have the option of manual brushing, and that allows you to brush the teeth for as long as you want. Now, all you have to do is press and hold the power button. So whether you want to brush for 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or even 100 seconds, just continue to hold that power button down and you can brush for as long as you like. And that additional option allows you to get a deeper and more thorough clean if you wish. Now, I certainly found in my hands-on testing that results with cleaning the teeth for around about 60 seconds were marginally better than brushing for just 30 seconds. So a few extra seconds spent brushing can potentially result in improved brushing results and more plaque removed from the teeth and gums. Another positive has to be the long battery life. SymplBrush claimed 2 to 3 months on a full charge. A full charge takes just 2 hours, and it does charge via a USB cable. In our hands-on testing, the battery life seemed to exceed the claimed 2 to 3 months, but some of that was simulated due to the longevity that we got from the battery life. But if you do achieve 2 to 3 months from it, it's going to be pretty good going, I have to say, from a handpiece of this size. The last major positive has to be the magnetic stand that comes included in the box. This is a really nice addition to give your toothbrush a home on a countertop. It stores it nicely. The idea is that you mount it upside down so the moisture can drain away from the handle and from the bristles, so that it's dry for the next time you use it, and to help prevent water ingression into the handle itself. So then moving on to the cons, and the first and primary con has to be that the cleaning results simply aren't good enough from SymplBrush. Now, these definitely are the best cleaning results that I've seen from a mouthpiece style toothbrush to date, but it's not yet good enough to replace your regular toothbrush. To get the best cleaning results, you really do need to master the technique of using SymplBrush. When you place it in the mouth, you need to move it side to side in small circular motions. And as the plaque disclosing test will show, my results differed greatly from the second day I used it compared to day 14, where I'd managed to master the technique. After 14 days of use, I'd got used to the technique and I was removing much more plaque each time I used it. But you can still see that there is some plaque on the teeth and gum line. So overall, whilst the cleaning results are indeed very good, they're still not quite good enough. So the second con has to be the fit of the mouthpiece. Now, whilst you do have the choice of two different mouthpiece sizes, I personally opted for the smaller 76mm mouthpiece, and that fitted perfectly in my upper arch of teeth. But it wasn't quite the same story in my lower arch. I struggled to move it around right to the back teeth. I found it was hitting the softer tissues at the back of my mouth, and it became a little bit uncomfortable. Now, I must stress that after 2 weeks or so of testing, I did find that I did desensitize a little bit to that. And I also found that by adjusting my technique also helped. So I found that rocking the mouthpiece a little bit, and I opened up my mouth really wide. That also helped improve the results and the overall fit. SymplBrush do stress that the two different size mouthpieces should suit around 95% of the population, but it won't be perfect for everyone. So the third and final con of SymplBrush is the price. Now, at the time of recording, this retails for $189 US, which is quite expensive. Now, to be fair, it's comparable to other products of this type, so other mouthpiece style toothbrushes. But when you price this over a 3-year period, as we like to do here at Electric Teeth, including the cost of replacement brush heads that you need to replace every 3 months, it works out around about 33 cents per day. So that's comparable to other mouthpiece toothbrushes, but that's about 3 times the cost of a very good standard electric toothbrush. So you're definitely going to be paying a significant premium for this type of product. So there we have it. That's my overall verdict, along with what I consider to be the main pros and cons of SymplBrush. I do hope you found this video useful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. For more videos like this, click subscribe. And if you want to learn how to improve your oral health, do check out this video here, which offers you plenty of tips and tricks.